or at least adding reverb to your recordings. So here's how it sounds at 50%. Let me increase that even more. So that's not how I would actually have it, but I would dial it back to anywhere between 10 and 20%. And then the final thing that I like to add to make the piano sound more characterful is saturation. There are different plugins for this, but one that I'd recommend is Saturation Knob by Softube. It's absolutely free, which is really nice. And here's how, let me find that, here's how that will sound. It literally has one parameter, and that is saturation. So from dry or off to on. So that's pretty engaged, and you can see that there. But where you hear the distortion, that's not what I'm after. If you just pull it back a little bit, you can find a really nice sweet spot. And that's it. Let's listen to that. I use EQ8, which is Ableton's stock EQ plugin, and I have a few things going on. Firstly, I roll off the frequencies below 60 Hertz. Let's hear how they sound if we can. You might not be able to hear that unless you're using headphones, but it's just really muddy. If I am recording other instruments, like I have a bass going on, I might increase that frequency even more to allow for the bass instruments to occupy that frequency range. But because we don't have any instruments here, I think that sounds good. And then I dip certain frequencies, and I know that for this room that I'm in, there's a bit of a low-mid build-up. So there's a bit of resonance going on in this frequency range. In this frequency range here. So that's at around 225 Hertz and 587. Let's hear how those frequencies sound in this room. Oh, so you can hear how that just sounds nasty. So one thing that I like doing is taking a band and sweeping. On Ableton here, I'm using this solo button when it's engaged and blue. That means that we're just soloing the frequencies, and that's enabling us to hear an exaggerated version of the frequencies that we are ultimately trying to get rid of. So you can hear there, big build up, and it's sounding really like, almost like a whale under the ocean. And so once we found that, I like to reduce the gain anywhere between like -10 and -4, just to taste.